Hi, this is Dollar Day Trader, my trading recap for Wednesday, January 29th, 2020. So today I traded two stocks. My first trade was live, and I traded Apple, AAPL. And this is really coming off the news catalyst of strong earnings. So as we can see here on the daily chart, the stock gapped up from 317 all the way up to around 324. So definitely a stock in play with some strong volume. So here, looking at the opening minute here, 1 minute candle, saw some strong volume come in, of course, in the first minute, which is always the case, or most the case, not always. And then here, really just saw it kind of dip down slightly. Didn't seem like it was coming down to VWAP, so I took an opening range breakup, a 1 minute opening range breakup, and took a long around 325.86, and then partialed out at 326.20, 326.52, 326.98, and all the way up to 327.23. And I held some shares. Could have waited a little more towards break even, but I didn't want to dump on me here, so I took the last small share size that I had around 326.76. So that was pretty much it. One and done for my live trades. Just want to, practice really just being disciplined. If I felt really good about this trade, and maybe one or two trades live, and then call it a day until I get more practice in and feel more comfortable. Especially when I trade larger shares. Like if I'm trading larger share size, like I'm going to be happy with one and done. My goal is not to be done in the next, the first 2 or 3 minutes of the opening of market. But when stuff kind of lines up and you feel really strong, you see a strategy taking play with volume, you go for it. And that's what I did here, and definitely knew my stop loss was around VWAP here. I did switch over to SIM, and I did see it kind of touch here on the 50-day moving average and kind of bounce up with some volume. So I thought we were going to maybe bounce up and go above and break high of the day here. But so I went long around 325.76, but then quickly didn't see the volume come in and got out around 325.56. So pretty good risk management there. So I did like that about my trade. And then once I saw it dump down, I saw it pop up. Thought I was going to maybe respect this moving average here, so I took a short really quickly, 324.15, then quickly covered around 324 below, around 320.390, and then covered trying to get around break even. So that was my whole trading for Apple for the day. Then I switched over, still in SIM, to look at Boeing, which here, let's see, look at the daily chart, slight gap up. From 318 up to 324, and we kind of sold down as the day kind of continued here. So looking at Boeing, what I liked about Boeing here, and I took a couple trades. First, when I was in the Apple trade, so I switched over to Boeing, as a couple of my stocks are on my watch list. Here it was a pretty good signal. I see a bearish engulfing candle come up around 9:33, so I knew that this was a bearish signal, especially with the volume popping up and kind of stops on its tracks. You see it failure to make on the wick here. It made a lower low here, or a lower high, I should say. So I kind of waited, and then dump off here. And then once it broke below VWAP, I waited for a little pullback. Didn't probably get the best entries I'd like, so I took a short position around 323.16, covered around 322.70. Let's see, 322, let's say 50, 322, which is really good, and then right around break even. And then a couple things. So even though we saw this bearish engulfing here, if you look at the opening minute with strong volume, we see this really long-legged doji here, and it's really just rejected this price level. And this is what we're kind of going towards. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, it kind of bounced back up, but didn't break down. So now it'd be maybe catch a reversal. So kind of just seeing, kind of touching here, these little wicks touching this area. Not exact, but it's in the area. And then we see a little bit of volume pop up here. Pull back on the hammer. So I decided to go long for reversal. Maybe could have taken maybe a better position down here, but and my stop loss is really going to be maybe below the body of this last candle here around 320, 311. So then I took a long position and just kind of covered here at 324.15, 324.47, all the way up to 325. And that was it. Felt pretty good. Done trading. Did a couple sim trades. I hope to trade continue this small share size live and be disciplined and do that, because I'm not really trying to make money at this point. Just trade well, and then maybe in about a month or two, maybe increase my share size and increase my my account size, so I'm not so close to PDT, which definitely can affect my psychology when I'm trading and knowing that I'm so close and I can't get a stop out. I have to be perfect, and that's not. You don't want that extra pressure when you're trading. You definitely want that room, that little buffer, if you will. So overall, decent day with Sim. I mean, dollar amount doesn't matter, but it is nice. What I really like was that I was about 4-1 in trades. When I look at my Apple trade, I was 1-0 here, 1-1, 2-1 there, and then switch over to Boeing, 3-1 and 4-1. So 80% trading rate there for success, which I will deem a success. I'll take it. I don't know if I'll ever always do that way. I try to at least strive for at least 50, 60, 60% or so in my trades, and only do a handful of trades, not overtrade like I did yesterday. So hope everyone else had a green day and a good day, and we're almost done with the week. I should be able to trade tomorrow. Friday may be a little tricky, but Fridays in general are tricky for me particularly, but I may not be able to trade at all on Friday, so I'll try to just make the most of it tomorrow and treat it as if it may be the last day of the week I'm trading. So hope everyone else had a green day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.